Hey, I'm Sports Like Mike, and today we're going to explore attention. Our environment and the culture we are raised in basically teaches us what to pay attention to. Our brains are continually scanning our environment, and depending on what we deem important or what arouses us, dictates where our attention is directed. Everything begins with attention, specifically what you're choosing to pay attention to. I say choosing because this is a skill that you can enhance. Thus, you have a choice what you pay attention to. Every mental skill involves some level of attention. The only way to be your best is to focus on the task at hand. If you're thinking about what happened on the previous play or what may or may not happen on the next play or the last game or the next game, by definition, you're not going to be your best at that particular moment. Whether you're trying to change the team's mindset and culture or teach the individual player how to practice better and focus on the process, meaning being present, this requires attention. Each requires daily maintenance. It might be a simple philosophy, but it's a very difficult thing to do. Often, most people have anxieties about the future. What if I miss? What if I look foolish? Or regrets about the past, meaning mistakes that they made and they can't stop thinking about them. We want players to be more detached from the wins and the losses and be more focused on doing the little things well, what we often hear about as focusing on the process. When you focus on getting the win, it can suffocate you, especially during the playoffs when the pressure gets thick. Attention is the first step to ensuring a player learns how to be the best version of himself or herself today. Selective attention is the ability to choose the most appropriate stimuli to focus on, while concentration is the ability to sustain attention over time. We will cover selective attention, or what we will refer to as mental agility, in a different lesson, but today, let's see where you stand with concentration. When I say go, I'd like you to fix your focus on the red dot right there until I say stop. Are you ready? Go. And stop. So, how long do you think that was? How long did it feel? Well, it's actually 2 minutes. How long do you think that it takes for you to get bored in a class? Or how long did it take for you with this exercise to look at a watch or the clock on your computer? You should write that down. Think about your practices or your matches. A soccer match is typically about 90 minutes. This was 2 minutes, yet for many of you, it may have been a very difficult exercise to do. Here are some additional questions to ask yourself, and I would strongly suggest that you actually write these down. How long were you able to maintain your concentration? Rate yourself on a scale from 1 to 10 of how difficult it felt for you to do that. How many times did you lose your focus? Were you able to regain that focus? And if you were, how did you do it? Was there any kind of a pattern with losing your attention or your concentration? And this might not show up right away, but it will if you maintain records every time that you practice it. There's a lot more to attention and mental agility that we're going to cover in different lessons. For now, keep practicing, maybe 3 to 5 times a week. Maintain a record of how long you can maintain concentration. Set a timer on your phone for 3 minutes. You can do this at home. Set the phone down and then pick something to focus on for that allotted time. If that 3 minutes is difficult for you, stay at that time of 3 minutes. If it was easy, then bump it up 1 minute. Bump it up 1 minute every time it becomes easy, because just like lifting weights, you want to lift your mind, your concentration, to mental fatigue. Don't forget to record the questions above every time you practice this exercise. Want to know more or find worksheets for this exercise and many, many more? Check us out on Facebook at Sports Psych Mike or at www.p3perf.com. Thanks for your time today, and I look forward to seeing you around next time.